I'm tired of treating sleeping bags like second-class citizens. Sleeping bags are insanely fucking comfortable. Definitely more comfortable than a bed. Am I the only one that's just fucking ignoring this? Is it just that nobody uses sleeping bags? Could be true. I'm not so sure. Pillows are also pretty terrible. You just have to find one that's the perfect density and size for your head to properly align your spine. And if you don't, the pillow just sucks. It just kind of slowly saps the life out of you. I'm so fucking mad that why is this flashlight so bright? I can't get it to be the perfect brightness that I need for this. Maybe I just hold it like that. Okay, that's doing wonders. That is doing wonders. Still not idealist though, but I don't know. I mean, it's much better. Anyway, um, yeah, pillows. The vast majority of the time, the pillow you're using is not going to be like the perfect pillow for you. Like, I've only ever had one pillow that has been like, damn, like this is a good ass pillow. And I mean, other than that, like it's never going to be perfect for your spine, and you're just going to wake up and be like, damn, my neck fucking just feels a little bit wrong. There's just something's the matter with this. And I'm assuming the vast majority of people don't even bother to find their idealist pillow, so their pillow just sucks. Like, what are you doing? How are we using pillows? They're so bad. Even with the perfect pillow, even with it, it's so much less specialized than just like fucking anything else. You can't use it for anything besides being a pillow. We can name another use for a pillow. Maybe you could come up with one or two, but like they're going to be so niche that at that point it's like can you even claim that it's useful for anything else? I mean, not really. Like if you can only use it for another thing like once in a million years, I won't count that. I will not stand for that, okay? But yeah, and furthermore, it's so much less portable than the other option I'm going to suggest because like it's this big puffy object. Like this is the worst portability ever. It's so bad. It's so terrible. Ugh. So compare that to my personal option, the folded towel. You just fold it the correct amount of times for your spine, right? You just keep folding it until it feels good to put your head on, right? If it feels a little bit too small, add a little bit to the folds. If it feels, or I guess fold it less. I don't really know how to describe it, but just like, you know, you just fold it once on its, like, on one side, and then you'd fold it the amount of times that you want until it's the right size, right? And then the rest of it would just be like hanging off. It would just, it'd be unfolded. But yeah, so with a folded towel, you can just fold it the correct amount of times for you. So it doesn't matter what towel you have, it's always going to be comfortable. You made it comfortable by folding it, right? And yeah, sleeping bags. Sleeping bag and towel. So I'm like reading through like my fucking notes. This is a problem is that I write it down and then I'm like trying to find the next fucking thing to say, but I just riffed and said all the things that I wanted to say. And oh yeah, you'd save a ton of space with both of these items. A pillow is very big and unwieldy. It's just bad for carrying it around. And a bed, dude. A bed is just the dumbest, fattest piece of trash ever. And imagine if you have bed bugs. With a bed, Dude, that would be a complete nightmare. You'd never get rid of them with a bed. You would have to take the whole bed apart, all of the sheets, everything. What a nightmare. And I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm going to talk about it more, but like, what is the point of a bed? Why would you go for a bed? Why would you choose a bed? Give me one reason why a bed is awesome. You're elevated? Why? Why do you want to be elevated? It's so stupid. Like, not elevated enough to be an advantageous position. That's what I liked about bunk beds so much, is that the top bunk is actually like an advantageous position to be at. But with a regular bed, it's worse than being on the floor. And once again, I'm just riffing my fucking points away. This is why I need to just do bullet points. I don't know why I was writing stuff out. It just like, I have an idea and then I want to flesh it out like with writing, but it's just not a good idea. Oh yeah, with the bed bugs, if you have bed bugs, you can just pick up your sleeping bag and towel and throw them in the fucking washing machine. Then take a steamer and just steam the rest of the bed bugs. What are they gonna do? So stupid. Compare that to a bed. You'd be spending hours, days trying to get rid of them. And a bed is just, it's so wasteful and clunky. Why do you have such a big, giant item for sleeping? What the fuck did I write like there? Oh, yeah. Dual. It isn't even dual use. Like, you'd expect something that big to have multiple uses. Like, for example, I actually can't fucking think of an example. I guess a desk. Like, no, that's not even a good example. Yeah, I guess most furniture really does just have, like, one use. How odd. I don't know. Can we normalize, like, making things do multiple things? Like, instead of having a couch that's just a couch, like, why don't you have a couch that has, like, a mini fridge built into it? Or, like, a couch that, I don't know, like, has, like, some charging ports built into it or something? I don't know. Something like that. I can't really think of many things that a couch could be useful for. I don't know, but I'm sure you could come up with some epic couch options. I mean, why couldn't you? But a bed is a perfect example of that. You'd think with a bed, you would even have, or sorry, you would, at the very least, have like some storage or something under it. And there's just like, why do we not have any beds that incorporate something else into them? For how big they are, you'd expect there to be some sort of other use for your bed. But like the mattress itself, it's just so big. Like, why? Do you really need that much real estate to sleep on? I don't get it. I really don't. Um, it's just a massive sleep obelisk that you put in your bedroom. Like, I don't, I don't fucking understand. The only thing that I can think is that you'd have a bed for sleeping with somebody else, or just for having sex. But at that point, just take a big ass sheet and put it on the fucking floor. That way you can roll around all over the place, you fucking animals. Like, my god. I don't know. I get it though. I get the bed for having sex. I mean, but at the same time, it's like, why would you want to be elevated so that you could fucking roll off of it or some shit? I don't even, that just sounds stupid. Like, roll around, roll off of it? What type of fucking sex are you having? It's so fucking weird. Just fucking roll around like animals, like pigs in the muck. Yeah, but yeah, what the hell else would the use case be for your fucking bed? If you really need more cushion on the sleeping bag, you can get yourself an air mattress too. Or if it's too hot, you can just sleep on just the air mattress, and it would be fucking cool as ice. Kind of probably sweaty though, probably a little bit sweaty. So maybe you could put down like a sheet on top of that, like like a very thin blanket, mayhaps, to keep it from getting all sweaty. But air mattresses are tight too. I mean, dude, am I the only one that values myself some portability? Like, how are you supposed to move any of this stuff around? It's so stupid. So, I feel like the main pull for a bed, like the main reason that you would have a bed, is so that you can be elevated, right? But why is that? You're not elevated enough. Like, you're just elevated at like waist height. It's like the ideal elevation to run up and just start stabbing somebody. It would be harder to get attacked if you were on the floor. Like, furthermore, if somebody's waist height, you can clearly see them through a window. Like a normal height window, you can see them through that if you're level to the building. Or that floor that they're on, I mean. Like, what the fuck? Like, what exactly are we trying to protect ourselves from? Like, our dogs or something? Like, dogs can still hop onto a bed. You could just tell them to fuck off while you're sleeping, just like you tell them to fuck off and not jump on the bed. So what are you doing? That being said as well, against a wall is the best position for a structural collapse of the building. So if you put your sleeping bag up against the wall, you're pretty fucking safe from, like, I don't know, if you end up getting shelled or something, I don't know. If you got like a tornado or something. It's like the most lame jokes ever I'm making right now. I don't know. I'm throwing right now. I'm not doing great. But don't click off. I swear it gets better. No, I'm just kidding. This is one take. It does not get better. But please don't click off. Yeah, and a good, like, polyester or wool sleeping bag, it's going to provide a lot more insulation for you. And, I mean, why would you not want that? I don't know. I mean, why would you not want that? And I can't get over how easy it would be to clean too. You wouldn't have to make your fucking bed. Like, there's a billion. I know that those morons that are like, self-help or whatever are like, it's good to make your bed. Listen, like, all I think is that it's just people not making their bed is symptomatic of them being, like, not wasteful with their time. Like, they don't have the drive to just keep up appearances. You know what I mean? Personally, I could not give less of a damn about how appealing my bed looks. Like, on one hand, it would be nice to come home and see, like, oh, like, yeah, that looks nice, having my sheets all folded up and good. But is that really why you're wasting your time every day? It just reminds me of sleep. Like, if you add up the amount of time that you normally spend asleep, like, you're spending like 1/3 of your entire life asleep. For me, it's probably more like 1/2 of my entire life asleep. I sleep like 12 hours regularly. If I'm really tired, I sleep 16. Last night, guess how much I slept? 23 hours. Because the whole reason I'm complaining about this is because I was in a motel for like 3 days, and I got the worst sleep of my life for 3 days in a row. I have these giant bags under my eyes. People the whole day were asking me, like, man, you look ruined. You look so fucked up. And I was like, yeah, I just didn't sleep well. And it's just like, how did that happen to me in 3 days? Of sleeping in what society would want you to believe. I mean, I know, society, but, like, that's what everybody would have you believe is the best sleeping option. Like, if you're going to sleep, people are like, oh, well, obviously you'd want to sleep in a bed. No, it sucks. It sucks so bad. It was also probably because, like, the light was seeping in through my window or something. But I don't, there's no way. I had something on my head to keep the light out, right? And that's exactly how I sleep out here in my camp. So what's the difference? Like it is way brighter out here. I'm telling you, dude. It's the fucking it's the bed. The stupid fucking bed. It's so uncomfortable compared to a sleeping bag. I'm telling you, dude, there's no other way. Cause dude, it's so cozy to be in a sleeping bag. It's like you're in your mother's womb. Like it's so nice and warm, and you're just surrounded by safety, you know? What else could you want in terms of sleep? I don't know, it fucking sucks. And yeah, if you're on the floor, I think I already said this, but like infinitely more retaliatory possibilities. You're also prone, which is like nobody shoots at the prone position. Like you're a lot less likely to be shot if somebody just starts spraying into your fucking house. They're not going to be aiming at ground level. Why would they be? So that's another reason. Because if they're aiming at the ground, unless they're prone, like we're assuming you're on the first floor, right? Unless they're prone shooting into your house, like for example, a drive-by, if they drive by the building and start spraying into the house, like unless they're shooting somehow at the same level as the ground, which they're not going to be because they're in a car shooting out the window. They're not going to be able, if they shoot at the first little bit of ground in their house from their perspective, the bullet's just going to go right into the floor right after that, right? So you have to aim for a very specific part of the ground if you're at that angle. You see what I mean? Like, unless you're shooting parallel with the ground, you're not going to be able to hit that much. Or cover that much ground, I guess. But waist height? Dude, you can just start blasting like into the house in a drive-by shooting, and your bullets are going to go nowhere but waist height. You know what I mean? Like that's the ideal position to hit somebody at. So it's just more dangerous. Um, tisk. Yeah, it's warmer. I already mentioned that. And you can also stack sleeping bags. Like you can put a sleeping bag. What the fuck? You can put a sleeping bag in another sleeping bag, and it makes you way warmer. Pretty nice perk of sleeping bags, in my opinion. Like if you're a real cheap bastard like me, and you just don't really turn on the fucking heat. Like if you pay for the air conditioning or heat in your place, you can just stack sleeping bags during the winter and just ignore the fact that it's cold entirely. If if you want your food to not be frozen, just warm it up, pimp. And then if it gets really hot, you could just move your sleeping bag into an area with tile flooring, and it would feel less weird because you always sleep in your sleeping bag and on the floor, right? If it's really cold, you could even just sleep on the tile itself and take your towel pillow in there with you. So yeah, that's my TED talk on why sleeping bags and towel pillows are awesome. If you don't use a sleeping bag, I don't know what to tell you, but you're doing it wrong. You're doing it very wrong. If you're like, oh, but my back would shatter if I used a sleeping bag, use an air mattress on top of that then, dude. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, I seriously have no idea. I have no clue what to tell you. No, but seriously, like, what the hell's the problem? The sleeping bag is a superior item. Like, I can kind of understand, like, if you have, like, a $2,000 mattress or something, but why do you have a $2,000 mattress? You know what I mean? Like, okay, but why? Oh, that's the coolest sunrise ever. Okay, I need to take a photo of that. That's gonna suck trying to take a photo of that. I don't even know where my camera is. Whatever. I'll see you around. Buy a sleeping bag and fold up a towel. I know you already have a towel too. I'm not telling you to go buy fucking gold bars to make your pillow. No, get a fucking towel. Get a towel, fold it, and see how you like it. Do it now!